How's it going, guys? It's your boy DJ and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about my 5 favorite things about the new 2022 Subaru BRZ. Like, there's a lot of things that I like about this car, but I'm just going to stick with 5 that are my favorite things about this vehicle and just like talk about them and why I like it over the first gen or just like it in general, because this car is kind of awesome. And not even kind of, this thing's amazing. Like, honestly, Subaru and Toyota, like with this collaboration, they blew it out the park with this car, and it's just a phenomenal vehicle to drive. All right, unfortunately, my big camera died, but it's all right because I have my GoPro. Always have a backup plan, you know, one step ahead of the game and everything. But yeah, I just gotta charge my camera mic. It's really the camera mic that died because it's battery operated, but it's okay. I got the GoPro. Usually I don't really use this too much, but we're gonna use it today for the rest of this video. But my first thing that I really like about this car is actually the wheels. The wheels and tire setup for this car, well, just really the wheel setup, looks phenomenal. Like, I love how this thing is shaped. I love the design behind it and everything. The only thing I wish that it was slightly wider, the tires at least, but it's all good. And as well, the tires that come with this car, at least for the limited on the BRZ and the premium model for the 86, I know this is getting kind of confusing, are the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s, not the 4S unfortunately, but the 4s are still a great tire. It has a lot of grip compared to my Continentals, because I did push these tires a little bit on my first gen. I think I like the Continentals a little bit more, only because they're a lot more grippier, but also they were wider. But I think the Continental Extreme Contact Sports are above the 4s, but on the same level as the 4S, which these tires are below. Yes, that just got a bit confusing, but that's how these tires are. But otherwise, like, I love the design. I feel like it goes very well with the car overall, and it just suits the vehicle as well. These are on 18s, unlike the, I believe it's the limited, not the limited, the premium for the BRZ, which comes on 17s and they're a bit smaller. They also look better than my first gen wheels, which I'll probably put up. I'll show you what those look like. But I also have the Prius tires, as they said, on those wheels, so I could actually swap them on and get the same experience that some people get on the premium edition of the BRZ and also on this car. So it's nice. And I also actually have to burn those tires essentially, because my father is just like, you got to get rid of these tires, you have too many. So I'm gonna do those. Maybe I'll do a donut or something, burn out something with those tires. But yeah, that's my first thing that I like about this vehicle. All right, for the next aspect, we actually got to get inside the car. So we're gonna step in. Favorite thing, it's actually the radio. So I gotta turn on the car for this. But the radio in this car is actually phenomenal. Versus the first gen. Well, yeah, the first gen, like 2016 and below. Can't really speak for 2017 and up because they have that vehicle, but the radio on those systems were actually pieces of garbage. Not only like did the dongle or the wire not really connect or do its job, the radio itself would just not even play the correct song station and stuff like that, as well as other issues arrived, like it wouldn't display the correct song. The car's still going, but yeah, it just like didn't display the correct song, and it would just be kind of irritating, especially on long drives when you're like, oh, this is a good song, what is this, and you just have no idea. But it's like these issues have been fixed with this car, and it's in every single BRZ possible, or 86 as well, because it's the same car. And like the radio, like at least for the first, I don't want to get copyright written, radio just works phenomenally. As I said, let's just like go through like some of the menus. Like, you got Sirius XM if you really want, so you can rewrite the satellite radio, AM, FM, save like a bunch of things. Oh, I didn't even know how many do it. 18, Jesus, that's a lot. Wow. Yeah, you can save up to 18 stations, which I didn't even know that was a thing. But yeah, like the radio of this car and the Apple CarPlay as well works phenomenally. Only gripe with it every now and then, like, it just wants to act dumb where it doesn't really connect to the phone. I'm not sure if that's because of my wire or just the phone itself, or just like the radio, but either way, love it. It's a great upgrade over the first gen. All right, the next feature that I actually really love about this car is actually something that I'm in right now, and these are the seats. Like, the seats, at least on the premium trim or the higher trims of the BRZ, so the limited, and for the 860 the premium, It's kind of weird how they have, I don't know why they can just name the same thing. But anyways, I digress. These things, at least for the premium, the limited for BRZs, are amazing. Like, you get Ultra Suede at Alcantara, this little thing. My friends love this part of the car, and I mean they absolutely love this part of the car for no reason. But then again, I'm not gonna lie, after going like this a few times, it's soothing. It's a nice feeling. But the seats hold you in very well. You also get heated and cooled seats. Well, just heated seats. Cooled seats are overrated, I'm not gonna lie. But nah, the car is just really comfortable, and even when you're going around the turn, it just hugs you in. And like, honestly, if I could show you what my friends were doing. Yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing to my car? Yeah, man, I'm just feeling the Alcantara in this car. Like, you haven't felt it yet? Like, it feels amazing. You're kind of like molesting it in a way. Like, why are you doing all that? Like, you're being kind of extra right now. Can you like stop? Nah, I'm not gonna stop. Feels great. Like, you gotta give it a try. What do you mean? Like, I'm being so serious. It feels good. Feels great. I can't stop. Like, once you start, you don't stop. You just keep going. I might have to give it a try, but it's just like, that's just weird. Like, can you chill out a bit? Yo, you heard that? I think you're turning on my car. The car's turning on? What do you mean? The car's turning on? What are... No, like, literally. Alright, so my fourth favorite thing about this car is actually the suspension. The suspension that they did on this car is basically perfect. It's well damped. It goes around corners very well. Like, it's soft enough for a daily driver, and it doesn't bounce you around too much. And it's still like hard enough for for you to go around turns and the car just sticks to the ground and be very compliant over bumps. So really love what they did with the car in terms of suspension, because it's livable every day. You don't get jostled around, beat up, or anything like that. Especially compared to my first gen, like, it's a lot more comfortable. Again, it could be due to the wheel tire setup I had, but then again, even when I had the stock tires and wheels, it was not as comfortable as this car is every single day. And I guess as technology progressive, they find ways to balance performance and comfort together. So I'm really happy that they did that. And my last and final aspect about this car, which is my favorite, we actually got to open the bonnet. Okay, I'm sorry, car, I'm sorry. If you can tell, the engine is my favorite part. The only reason is, versus the last gen, this engine now is just a lot more powerful. It's faster than my old car, and this car actually feels like it can hang with a lot of cars that I thought it couldn't hang with previously. Like, this car punches above its weight. I know they rate it at 228 horsepower, but this is like the strongest 228 horsepower I've ever felt in my life, honestly. And it could be due to the weight as well. This car only weighs like 2,800 pounds, give or take a few, and it makes that much power. But versus the last gen, they said this thing is like 30 more horsepower, and then I forget how much torque, but a good amount of torque. And the torque comes in a lot earlier, but that results in a faster car as well. Also, but on the dyno, they said the last gen made about 170, high 160 on the dyno. This puts down like 200 something, which is at least 40 extra horsepower than the last gen stock for stock, which is a massive improvement. And honestly, you do feel that every step of the way. But yeah, this has been my favorite things to talk about on my favorite things on the BRZ. Honestly, I love every second of this car. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one. Oh, the car is turning on. Oh, my bad about that. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry.